Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Takže ahoj, já jsem Jirka nebo Anty, jak chceš, a protože byl únor krátký měsíc, tak jsem se rozhodl, že tu nebudu. No, víš, že to není pravda. Jak nebyl čas, bylo spoustu jiných věcí na bílé dni, dalo by se říct. Tuhle hru jsem si trošku zkoušel a původně jsem ji teda nechtěl hrát, protože si myslím, že bude dlouhá, ale nakonec jsem si řekl, proč ne, že jo? Proč ne? Takže už tam mám nějaký uložený pozice, ale samozřejmě budu hrát od začátku, alespoň už tak nějak jako tuším, co se tam děje nebo neděje. Moc toho odehraného nemám. Nebo něco asi jo. Hardcore si určitě dávat nebudu. To po mně nechtěj. Takový blázen nejsem. Na počátku 15. století se Evropa zmítala v nejistotě. Po období rozkvětu za vlády císaře Karla IV. jsem to vůbec nestihl, ty vole. Moc rychlý písmenka na mě. Strašně mě u téhle hry mrzí, že je česká. A ten dubbing tam jako není, no. Já jsem říkal, oni vlastně ho dělají ho nějaký jak se to řekne, jakože to bude fanouškovský překlad. A myslím si, že až bude, tak si to dám znovu, no. Takže tady jsme v Jindrovorodném městě, vesnici. Možná by se dalo říct městě, protože je tam hrad, že jo, takže to bylo takový nějaký jako už jejich větší město, když to mělo vlastní opevnění. Hele, přišel mi trošičku Jindřich, Henry, jako trošku hloupej člověk, ale myslím si, že on se vypracuje nějakým způsobem někam. Takže myslím si, že to nebude úplně... Co mám s tím mikrofonem, kurva? Myslím, že to nebude úplně jako zase zlý. Důležité je, aby se mi trošičku trošičku nezasekával počítač, protože já jsem teďka s ním měl malý problém. Proto vlastně jsem tady nebyl. Nevím proč, ale nějak se mi to celý sralo.
Well, husband,
Tak nějak.
how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Tak zase co chceš takovýmhle
Go and get the lazy bones up there.
takovýhle době dělat,
Clout
než
down
chlastat.
here should do it.
Mhm.
Sorry. V téhle hře je to vlastně daný jako takový systém toho, že
Get up now.
si můžete vybírat různé odpovědi, dle kterých vlastně vaše postava získává, jak se to řekne, status buď jakože... Do prdele, co hledám za slovo?
Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this?
Opravdu.
Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it.
Už máš štěstí, že na to přišla
You know
maminka.
how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well,
O co pak si
don't come
seškrábnul?
crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Hrál jsem to předtím na gamepadu. Teď to vyzkouším na klávesnici, protože nebudu lhát, ale hned ten první souboj s tím týpkem, co mi nechtěl vrátit nějaký věci, tak nedopadl úplně slavně. Já s tím, jak se to jmenuje, s tím gamepadem taky nejsem úplně zrovna jako kamarád. Nevím, je to...
A
That's
fine
an
state you're
myš.
in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Tak co? A to je přesně ono. Úvodními 2 volbami v tomto dialogu si zvolíš výchozí vlastnosti postavy. Pokud s nimi nebudeš spokojený, nezoufej, veškeré vlastnosti můžeš dál rozvíjet bez omezení. Takže já bych to viděl asi na buď výřečnost, či obratnost. Nebo sílu. A když jí řeknu, že jsem makal v kavárně, tak budu lhát. Když řeknu, že jsem byl s Blankou, tak to nejspíš bude pravda. A hospoda taky a tancovačka asi nejspíš taky. Takže já bych to viděl na výřečnost.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world and, well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Jako když má meč, tak hned nemusí být pobuda, ne? A další si dáme sílu. Bo obratnost. Co? Sílu. Obratnost se mi bude hodit víc
No,
asi.
it's just
No, i když to není pravda.
Matthias was
Tady je to samý
teaching me
přepadávání a
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow, anyway?
to by tě
come
zajímalo,
on.
viď?
I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
Přesný penězský. Tak, musím jít za taťkou, ale nejdřív zjistím, jestli za něm vůbec můžu jít.
Is father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
Hrozný, ty vole.
Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Mamko, mám
Can I get
hlad.
something to eat?
Je mi najíst.
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Ale jo,
Do you
zeptáme
need me to
si.
do anything, Ma?
You're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Má smysl se mámy ptát na kamarády? Ale znáš to sám, ne? Buď ty kamarády má ráda, anebo jsou to nejhorší, co pro tebe může být. A v téhle
Did Matthew
variantě
and
je
Fritz
to,
come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere.
takže na mě nemají nejspíš dobrý vliv. Ne, nechci.
Oh, not this again. Leave it lie, Mother.
Tak, teď se tady mrkneme. Hele, tady máme nějaký jídlo, tak si ho oberem. Je to vše? Víc toho nesoberu. Jo, a ještě je tady docela na hovno to, že jako v klasickém lootování nemůžeš, nebo teda můžeš, brát co chceš, pokud to uneseš. Tečkovku, ale proč ne? To všechno, nebo ještě tady máme někde něco? Ne. Tak a teď se podívej, jak to tady krásně vypadá. Teda. Dokážeš si představit, kdyby si takhle žil? Já úplně ne teda. Jako dokážu si představit, tady strávit víkend, bylo by to pěkný, určitě. Ale žít tu jako na furt, to by mi asi jeblo. Protože cíl, pojď ke mně, pojď. Jídla není nikdy moc dost, chleba si vemem. No co, že maminka nebude mít co papat. Ona má určitě někde schováno. Protože, co máme tady v té truhle? Tak to filmovat zámky nebudem. Jak je to tady krásný. Nevím, jak to bude vypadat na tom streamu, protože jsem to malinko ošidil. No ale je tu krásně, ne? Jako fakt, řekni sám, vole, nechtěl bys tady dát víkend? Tak, tadyhle máme Tatildu. Ahoj, otče.
At least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold.
Že Kunesh je svině, vole.
Not to mention his
Teda,
debt from
pardon,
before.
tati.
Go and
Se
tell him
omlouvám.
to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right. So
Bianca.
make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run
Jako
along
neříkám,
now.
že ten
Work
dubbing je
won't wait.
špatný, ale... Jo, čeština by byla čeština, že jo? Takže musíme koupit uhlí, vybrat dluh od Kundeše, vyzvednout záštitu a koupit pivo. Tady máme hrad, nebo to hrad? Je to hrad. Tak rovnou vezmeme tu záštitu. Teď se sem pak nemusíme vracet. Janek s Jaroslavem. Tak kluci, koho z vás dvou oslovím? Jardu. Ahoj Jardo.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Jak se mi udělalo?
Father sent me.
Nevolno v krku.
We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful.
Až v Sázavě.
I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lord.
Líbí se mi, jak máš velký silný řeči, protože ty se ti budou honit.
Magnificent.
Hodit. Půjdeš pro ty penízky k tomu konešovi.
Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
See
Certainly
you.
will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Tak, máme záštitu. Nový záznam v kodexu. Jsou tady různý tutoriály. To asi úplně teďka projíždět nemusím, si myslím. Protože tu hru si myslím, že asi jako lidi znají. Takže já bych to tak nějak, jako pokud to nebude úplně nutný, tak bych se věnoval spíš... Ježiši Kriste, konzolová klávesa, tu jsem nechtěl. Tak bych se věnoval spíš jako hře jako takový. Koníček, nějaký pán. Právě proto jsem si ani nedal tu těžkou obtížnost, nebo ne těžkou, ale ten hardcore. Vesničan. To by to kam jsi to dal? Sleduj, nabere? Nic. No, tak to bych chtěl, ne? U toho stravíš celý týden a ve finále ani hovno. To by měl být kuneš. A tady máme uhlíře. Potřebujeme nejdřív peníze tady od toho cápka. On mi je nedá. Nebo dá? Ahoj, Kuneši.
I'll be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
Mám být drsnej, nebo mám být...
I knew you'd be trouble. Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your hairy arse.
I'd like to see him try. Fuck off, you bastard, or your old man will be pulling those nails out of you.
Tak a teď ho můžeme přemlouvat nějakým způsobem. Použít výřečnost. Společenský status byl ve středověku extrémně důležitý. Charisma, tvoje oblečení, reputace i to, jestli dbáš o svůj zemějšek, je tudíž může dostat daleko. Jo. Takže jestli dbáš o svůj zemějšek, takže oni chodili na žehlení, nebo na žehlení asi nejspíš úplně ne. Ale asi nejspíš to byl pěkný sprádek tam. Člověku, který vypadá nebezpečně, nebude nikdo odmlouvat a zároveň se mu nebude bát svěřit nebezpečný úkol. Hlavní faktory jsou síla, nebezpečnost, vybavení. Ale zohlední se i jiné věci, jako například zakrvácenost. Aha, takže čím víc budu krvavej, jo, musíš podržet. A já mám 7. Jo, takže... Já teď nevím, ale proč tady nemám tu korunku u toho, když tam mám 7? Zkusíme to takhle.
I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel.
It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a
A
whore.
kakra.
How dare you speak to me
To
like that?
úplně asi nevyšlo.
Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then.
A jdeme se prát. Takže teď dostanu na držku. Takže pomalejší úder do hlavy a rukou je na levém tlačítku, na pravém máme rychlý úder do obličeje. Přímý úder. Vkem kopnem, tabulátorem navážeme na protníníka, což vlastně teďka nepotřebuji, pač mám jenom jednoho, zrušení namázání a kvéčko je kryt. Jo a ještě by tady někde mělo být, že on se mi jakoby zahákuje. Zjistíme ve hře. No, to je přesně ono. No, vidíš to, vole, a už dostal na držku jako svině. Co? Slyšel jsi to? No tak ty vole, kurva dát. To vole do píči, a proč on mě jako vždycky chytne, vole? Ne, stačilo. Do píči s tebou. Vole, proč? Tak píča, vole, já jsem už vlastně kvěčkem krejt, já jsem debil. No, můžu se krejt, no, ale nedělám to. Asi mi rozbije pěkně hubu. No, podívej se na něj, jo. Doufám, že mě zabije. To bylo skvělý, ne? Ty vole. Já jsem mu moc neural, to je čtvrtku asi. Vole, já se nestíhám krejt. Mám, no. Pěkně mu sedla, pěkně. Ty vole, já tady uhýbám jak debil. Píči. Nemůžu jít dělat, kurva. Co jsme dostali? Já jsem se nějak úplně zapomněl podívat. Takže mi nic nefungovalo. Séru na tebe, pojď, rozbijem si trošky. Bojová zdatnost. Au, kurva, No, tak jako co? Zdraví a léčení, jo, jasně no. Čím víc je červená to, tak tím menší mám vlastně i zároveň staminu. A teď jde o to, jestli... A... Jdu tě naprášit. Řeknu tátovi, že mi to nedal. Když půjdeme za maminkou, aby mě ošetřila. Protože si sám nedokážu zavázat ruku. Nebo ksicht. A hlavně jsem rozmazaný fakan, že jo. Jedináček, vole, který má na starosti jenom to chlastání. Což teda jako asi úplně není jako špatný, ale... Rozumíš. Mami! Mami!
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt.
Furt to teče. Prosím tě, zastav to.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that
Geniální.
yourself.
Ani se tě nedotkne.
Thanks,
A
Ma.
úplně perfektní. Tak, maminka mě ošetřila. Tak teď jdeme říct tátovi, že ta kunda Kuneš se rozhodl, že ti nezaplatí. Táto. Aha, počkej.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Jo, asi
When I
jasně.
asked Kunish to pay,
Takže
he
můžu.
fought me instead.
That bastard. You don't look too bad, though. Did you get
Oh.
the better of him?
To víš, jo,
Fine,
naložil
give
jsem
me
mu.
the money.
Ah, it doesn't matter. I'll sort him out this evening. I've no time for him now.
Nebudu ho okrádat.
But without Kunish's
Jsem ho
money,
okrádat,
I
to
can't
ti
buy
říkat, to
those
ti
other
nebudu.
things you wanted.
Here's coin for the charcoal and the ale. I'll
Proč
get
jsem
it
ztratil
back from that
reputaci? Kvůli čemu jsem
mongrel
ztratil
this evening.
reputaci? Aha, asi jsem ho měl okrást. Získal jsem 7krát peníze. Takže teďka teda zjistíme, kolik tady stojí uhlí, když mám 7 peníze. Líbí se mi, že ta stamina dobíhá docela rychle, jakože to není úplně jako oser.
God be with you.
Ahoj.
How are you?
Jo, tady se vlastně může smlouvat. Takže já potřebuju... Kolik uhlí? Počkej, abych to tady měl mít někde napsaný. Questy. Hlavní questy. 10 uhlí. Jo, a ještě musím šermovat. Takže potřebuju 10 uhlí. Pane, 10 uhlí a mám jenom 7 peněz. Koupit uhlí, jasně. Vložit do košíku. Takhle. 10 uhlí. Košík. Stojí tu 0,5, jo. To je dobrý. Jo, počkej. Za jednotku. A jich mám 10. Takže zkusíme smlouvat.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye?
Jo? Já mu můžu nabídnout. On po mně chce 5. Já řeknu 4. Což asi neprojde úplně dobře. Já mu nabídnu 4.
Agree?
Jemu se to buď bude líbit, nebo ne. Přidej. Takže on teď nabídne svoji verzi, kterou já už vlastně musím akceptovat. Páč, když to neudělám, tak tam dole pod tím je taková hlavička, která ukazuje, jak jsem s ním vyjebal, nebo on vyjebal se mnou a začíná být víc a víc nasranej. Takže pytel máme, záštitu máme, to pivo. To pivo a jdeme za tátou. Šermovat můžeme i potom, ne? Nebo? Budeme šermovat rovnou, počkej, tady někde by mělo být tenhle.
Hey Pip, do you want to learn something?
Jo, zdar Vaňku,
Have you
chci se
recovered
naučit
from
šermovat.
yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say.
To já jsem dobitý jak svině
No
hned
mother's
tak na
happy when
začátku
her
hry.
son starts to take
Pěkný,
an
no.
interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death.
Se může někde jakože koupat? To já jsem nějak nevyzjistil. Máš roztrhanou tu?
And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Pojďme na to určitě. Teďka počká chvilku.
All right, I wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Na placku ovčína. Pechmajstr Vaněk. Nový záznam v kodexu hospody a rozpočtí. Samo slovo hospoda může pocházet z vlastní hospes, hospitium. Pohostinství, útulek. Pravděpodobnější ale je, že byl základen staroslovenský gospodia, pán domu. To dává smysl. Hospody tvořily nedílnou součást všech středověkých obcí, původně se počupovalo v takzvaném Maßhausu. Prostoru situovaném v přímezí městského domu, jehož majitel měl právo vařičné a až později začaly vznikat čistě účelové hostince. Ty sloužily jako místo pro společenské hry, setkání, obchodování nebo nocleh. O Němcích, Rusech a Češích se v Evropě šířila pověst, kolik jsou toho schopni vypít. Tak tu jsme si asi zachovali, ne? Ježiši, proč máš tam furt tu konzoli potom? Tak co, fachmajstře, běž? Já můžu nějak zpomalit, ne? Co to no? Ne. Ne, tím zrychlím naopak. Zpomalit asi úplně nemůžu. Jo, počkej, aha. Já jsem šel za tím Bčkem, on je Bčko. To úplně nevyšlo. Asi dáme na stranu. Mi to tady nepřekážá. Jdeme? Tak jdeme. Tak co, pane Wachmeister? Ne, to není Wachmeister, to je Wachtmeister. Sorry. Tak jsem tady.
So, can we get started?
Taky jsme se mohli bavit celou cestu, ne spolu. Nechápu, proč si mě nechal jít takhle za tebou. Jo, a co jsi mě naučil? Mluvím hovno. No meč, tady. Tak přijde výuka, nebo ji můžu přeskočit? To víš, že jo, zkusím. Ale tak jako ono i tou vařečkou si pamatuju z dob dávných, že to není úplně prdel.
Not bad. Again. All right. All right. Good. Once again. Not bad. Again. The point of the blade is stabbing.
Again.
Try it a few times.
No tak dobře, tak já tě bodnu, mě to je jedno, když to chceš.
Good. Fine.
Kolikrát chceš, abych tě bodnul? 3krát, ok. Tak jsem ti 3krát pobodal.
One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Fine. Now you're getting it. Good. Once again.
Tak. Rozsekám hubu tady tím mým dřevěným mečem. Škoda, že mi nezůstane, bych šel zmlátit koneše. Dobře. Tak hele, já si skočím pro to pivo a možná se ještě uvidíme v hospodě, jo? Tak to by mělo být všechno, ne? Co po mně chtěli. Jo. Už jenom to piví pro tatu. Kupíme mu jeden židlík. Jak tomu říkali, čbánek spíš? Co pak? Aha, já myslím, že jsi na mě mluvil. Jo, a tohle je hustý, ne?
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Ona si zpívá česky, ty vole. To mě fascinuje, jo, že český dubbing neudělali, ale vlastně, když si tam někdo notuje, tak... Zikmund, ta liška ryšela.
He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you, Henry. I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
Tady na tu scénku, nebo na tady tu cutscénu, tak je pěkně udělaný dubbing na YouTube, ale doporučuji, prkni se na něj.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays not even the
Český.
himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side.
Jsem nějaký žlutý, nebo se mi to zdá?
Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas'
Into
commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch,
Ne, necháme to takhle seru na to.
Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad?
Blbneš,
You're gonna end
vole.
up in the pillory.
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
Tak.
But I was going
Co
to
já na
mail
to?
for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
Ne. Já si nemyslím, že to je úplně dobrý. Nebudu, já jsem slíbil tátovi, že to doděláme. Táta se na mě trošku zlobí.
That's disappointing. Still, we can manage without you. Let's go, lads.
Honestly, hell. How could you possibly chance like this?
No, protože to si nechám ujít, protože to je úplně taková skvělá zábava. Házet někam hnůj. Bonifác IX. vlastním jménem Pietro Tomicelli. Byl papežem od roku 1389 a současně s avignonským vzdoropapežem Klementem VII. A poté i Benediktem XIII. Odmítl abdikovat, schizma totiž pokračovalo a dokonce se ještě umocnilo se stoletím, ale i Bonifácův vliv na některé důležité oblasti světské moci. Vůbec nechápu, proč mi to tady píšou. Čemu to je? Teď oni se o něm bavili. Jasný. Kudy do hospody.
Welcome, Henry.
Ahoj, ahoj. A přijdu, jo? Ahoj, Blanko.
Good health to you, Henry.
Kam jdeš? Blani, nedělej dášu.
Coming right up. There. Satisfied?
Já si nechci sednout, já chci to pivo. Kam jdeš?
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
No, za to ty jsi
You
nádherný.
too, handsome. What brings you here?
No tak,
Your beauty, of course.
to asi.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
Žbánek v noce.
A pitcher as usual?
Trošku funím asi.
Aye.
Jo.
Give me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Já vím, jak to myslíš, neboj,
Here you
neboj.
go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
0,2
You too.
0,2
by the
peníze
way, that
stojí
shifty
džbánek
looking fellow
piva.
was asking after you.
Vaniak.
Když bych to měl propočítat na dnešní
He's a man
výplaty,
who
jak
makes
by to
his
bylo
coin
jako
rubbing
úplně
on his
skvělý asi, no.
wayfarers. I'm sure of it.
0,2 peníze.
I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You
To
sound just
nikdy
like
nemůžeš
father.
vědět, vole, kdy se ti bude hodit
I'll be
umět s
going
mečem, že jo?
See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something
Což
special
jako
for you.
všichni asi tušíme, že se mě to hodit bude.
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you thank
Sejvovice.
me properly later.
You bet I will.
5 sejvovic jsem získal. Pro okamžité uložení můžeš vybít sejvovici, vidíš to? To jsem ani nevěděl. Tak, odneseme tatíkovi. Tamhle nějaký kadeřník nebo co?
Greetings, Henry.
Vlněné vlákno. Nářadí zbrojířské. Nářadí krejčího, kovářské. Mrkev. Mrkev. Mrkev, zelí. Počkej. Vy si jako tady docela konkurujete, ne? Naproti sobě. Co nám řekneš o kupci? Obchodníci byli dvojího typu. Usazení, takzvaný stálí a cestovní. Ti stáli měli své obchody napevno ve městech a vesnicích, ti cestovní nosili své zboží jen na trhy. Na trhu konané jednou týdně nebo na jarmarku, který se konal 2krát do roka. Prodávali zároveň místní kramáři, cizinci a tzv. Roznašeči, pouliční prodejci bez pevného místa. Kramáři měli své stále krámy na náměstí, kupci vedle malé obchody a měli právo malou obchodního prodeje výrobků zakoupených od řemeslníků. Jako jo, v tomhle to asi nebylo úplně špatný. Já si myslím, jako, že asi to mělo něco do sebe, ale zároveň máme tady nějaký vývoj, který díky kterému víme, že už je všechno jinak. Takže asi to úplně nefungovalo. Ovšem, na druhou stranu, ty trhy se pořádají stále, že jo? Pokud nám je teda vláda nezavírá. Jako děcko. Ohledně toho, co jsi chtěl. Mám.
Charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us.
Tak se na to podívej. Bude určitě majstrštyk.
Look at that, lad. That's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. This will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Fire up the
Já si
forge.
nejsem úplně jistý, ale myslím si, že zrovna záštita a jak se jmenuje ta druhá věc, máš na konci toho meče, jako netvoří dobrý meč. Podle mě to právě to jsem nad tou záštitou, ne?
I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Nevím o tom nic.
Maybe. Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe. And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it.
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Oh, got what he deserved, did he?
Takže já jsem tam vlastně klidně mohl jít.
Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand? Yes. Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
What, so you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish, so what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, not your fists.
Ale můžeš si u něj získat něco, co vlastně ani nepotřebuješ, aby se ho přesvědčoval. Z tebe bude mít strach.
The furnace is ready.
Bude fungovat.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
Neměla by tam nejdřív přijít ta záštita? Nebo tu cpete až ze zhora na ten meč, abyste ho celý poškrábali?
Do it.
Jo, ty vole, to chceš, ne? Teď jsem, že ti z toho, ty píčo, že ti z toho sklouznou ruce.
Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Taky dobrý, vole. On to opracuje, aby mu to sedělo dobře do ruky. No a co když to nebude sedět do ruky dobře panu Rackovi? Jo, tak kde tam nejdřív záštita, no, nejsem úplně blbej.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Jo, já bych ti řekl, co všechno by si mohl od života chtít.
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here.
To, co Zikmund vytváří, není dobré. Proč v tom vidím podobnost se situací dneska? Think. Jako vážně ho měl někde opřenej tu špičku.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa.
Ahoj,
They're ready.
Terezo.
Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Už běžím.
Henry, are you all right?
Uhla je hýr. Řepíky pro Terezu, obva, slivovice. Je to měsíčkové odvar. Pojď. Počkej, jak my jsme na tom vlastně? Jo, to je dobrý ještě, furt. Skoro jsem se trefil. Tak, máme řebíčky.
Henry, are you all... God!
Co pak?
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's
That
Bianca?
will do. Go and get those damn nails.
Why do you ask?
Žádná scéna?
Will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
A jak by si zíral, kdyby si dneska viděl legíny, vole?
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
Skoro to vyšlo, veď?
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's
Měl k tomu svoje důvody, už to řekl.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
Martin.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
Takový přísloví. Jen idiot tahá nůž tam, kde se bude
Being a
střílet.
blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Špatné zprávy. Zikmund.
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Tatínek se jde být.
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Isaac. If anything happens, you'll take
No já už jsem v té smětnici vlastně ty věci pobral, takže se tam vracet nemusím, že jo? Aha, takže musím.
Quickly! We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Keep running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Get through the gates!
No, když on tam má ty rodiče, jo, někde. Bacha na toho SC, ten vypadá zákeřně. Tohle jsem jako úplně nepochopil, už když jsem viděl jakýkoliv historický ty. On ho veme, sekne ho, nevím, někde. Oni tam vlastně, on ho asi podle mě nezabije, ne? Ale on tam jako umře na nějakou, čo dobře jim dávají. No a ty stojíš a čumíš. Harry.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run!
Šup. Utíkej, káču, utíkej.
Find a horse! Ride to town, Merc! Tell them what's coming! Warn them! Run by the moats!
A ještě to stihneš.
Jump down from the wall and flee!
Podal přikopuje tam pěšina. Tak se rozduť s mečem. Hradce Kobila. A zdráháme. Budeme koně. Začínáme být vyčerpaný. Ale kde se ženu koně do píči tady? To jsem asi neměl. Aha, jsem to mohl oběhnout vrchem. Tady se nám něco děje. Asi tady umřu. Dobře, spasím se tedy útěkem. Tak, jako zkusit jsem to musel, protože když jsem to hrál předtím, tak jsem se tomu vyhnul. Čapnul jsem koně. Rovnou. Je to cestička tady. Takhle, hopla, hop.
Go to hell, you Tatar beast! Minul jobban vergődsz, annál rosszabb lesz, Beribont!
Co to je za řeč, ty koksa? X.
Szörtök be, ez aztán kitartó.
A jdeme. Jedeme někam pryč. Směrem za A. Kumáni. Shit. Mírky? A ještě mám vole šíp v noze. Mě zajímalo, jestli na tom koni umím jezdit, anebo jestli to je jenom náhodička. Tak pojď. Jeď. 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 Krvácíš. Sám se ještě o vás neumíš. Najdi někoho, kdo ti pomůže. No super. Tady ale nevypadá... Hej! Tady to ale nevypadá, že by mi někdo pomohl. Cestovní bod, boží muka. Doleva, ok, tak jdem doleva. Děvčata, jak se převlíkli. To nějak špatně vykresluje, nebo co? Já nemám zrcátka, to je na hovno. Jo, uteč, zdrhej. Chlape bídná. Seče ti tvůj život milý. A už je slyším zase za sebou, ty vole. To zrcátko by se mi hodily, vole. Rovně. Jo. Uhni, ať tě nepřejdu. Já nevím, jak je to daleko. Ještě. Ale někde by měl přijít scéna. Tak snad mě do té doby nechytěj. A já to tady celý proběhnu. Jo, tadyhlek. Jírtky. No. A teď se vem, kdyby měl jenom posranej, šestiranný revolver. Otočí, dělá prásk, prásk. Má vystaráno. Nemusel by se tady, vole, prcat s nějakým mečem.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
Já jsem Jindřich ze Skalice.
Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
To trošku štípne.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Jestli to měl takovou tu vratnou tu hlavici, takovou, no, tuhle přesně jsem myslel.
Easy.
Tak to asi muselo bolet.
All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. You only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Jdem tedy za panem Divishem. Krásný pes.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army.
Mohli to být i Sigmundiáci, to je pravda.
Must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name,
Ale
boy?
I'm Henry.
Neser se do války nikoho jiného.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us.
No, nasazoval krk, abych vás varoval. Ono totiž jako by asi úplně ani nic jiného nezbývalo, víš?
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Děkuji ti, Bořku. Tak, v Talmberku jsem. Jak jsem s ním teď mluvil? Dobrá tedy, promluvím se s ním znovu. Když si to po mně žádáš. Ale já ti musím něco říct. Já jsem, jakože nejsem úplně vyloženě, což asi jako jestli jsi viděl nějaký moje video, víš, že nejsem hráčem soulových her a ani jsem po nich nikdy neprahnul. Tak jsem se rozhodl, že si zahraju Elden Ring. Tvrdili, jak to bude jiný, jak to bude lepší, hezčí, ale můžu tady si půjčit koně?
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Nejdřív si promluvíme tady s pánem. No, neprošel jsem ani přes de facto první fight, takže budu trénovat, protože když už jsem, já tady mám někde vlastně nějaký statistiky, ne? Nasycenost 15, das ist wenig. Co je? Ahoj. Vesničanka. Aha.
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
-1? Proč -1?
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
No, tak aspoň něco. I kam odešel jsem? Jo.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg.
Ctihodná paní Štěpánka.
Lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as
Jak
a
říkáš,
bear,
Božka.
aren't you,
Jsem
young master?
hladný jako vlk.
Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
Když jinak nedáte.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the court.
Paní Štěpánka je opravdu ctihodná a hodná. Ctihodná. Jo, ona je ctihodná, protože je hodná.
May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
I tobě má paní. Ne má paní, jejich paní.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Tak to je snad samozřejmé, ne? Kdo leze do postele s botama, vole. Tak, kde máme to jídlo? Čečková kaše. Pečená kachna. Chceme čečkovou kaši. Jo, počkej. Houska. Můžu si to vzít najednou do prdele. Kachničku si dáme taky. Víno, sem, pojď. Řekni, že si můžu vzít, co chci, ne? Já si jenom beru to, co si myslím, že mi bude stačit. Ano, máme jablíčka ještě. A už padám hlady, ty vole, takže asi bych... Jablko. Sníst. Jo a ještě tady vlastně jsou ty potraviny takový, že podlíhají jakoby zkáze. Takže po nějaký době se může stát, že už to nebude jedlý. Co je? Vem si ho. Počkej, to už kradu. Ty jsi mě něco ptal? Kurva. Já to vrátím. Asi mi pokuta. Já moc peněz nemám, ale... A do prdele. To jsem posral. Já stojím, děčko. Ale hovnokradu, já jsem jenom měl hlad. No to teda nemám, vole.
That's too much. I don't have that much coin.
Well, it's a jail cell for you then.
No, tak co se dá dělat? Tak budu spát ve vězení, no.
Jail? All right, let's go and get it over with quick.
Get moving. I hope you rot there. And since I trust you as much as I trust, well, a thief, I just search you to be on the safe side. Better hand over the loot now.
Tu kradenou věc byla nějaká placka, vole, nebo chleba, nebo co to bylo. Prdele.
You're free to go.
What? Are you serious?
Sir Divish doesn't want our hero locked up.
Great.
Go then, you
To jsem se
fucker.
úplně divil, že asi hezky zapsal. Tady někde mám spát? Zase opravdu pozemek. Takže tady.
Hey, who's there?
Tady něco, co bych mohl někde jenom si posedat.
What was that? I must have imagined it.
No jak dlouho chci spát, dokud nebudu vole vyspalej, ne? Budík asi není, kohout mě neto, kolik je, 7 večer. Večkem si nastavíme teda hodiny. Aspoň do 5, vole. Stačí, ne? Odpočat z 92. Počkáme do 6 do rána. Když já nevím, v kolik se tady stává, abych tady nebyl pak zase za čuráka. Nebo za nějakýho lenocha, ale zase na druhou stranu. Prožil jsem utrpení nějaké, že si můžu to dovolit, ne snad. Problém tohle, když si kouřit tohle. Ty kokot, neměl jsi si sundat ty boty? A ještě si lehl obráceně, tak abych se určitě lehnul na druhou stranu. Bych nechtěl mít dveře za hlavou takhle době.
It is I, Henry.
Paní Štěpánka.
Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, No, not at all. But what
Ještě to
brings you
řek,
here
co
at
jí
this
přivádí, vole.
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Diviš už je není starý a
It's just what you need
ona
to
má
help
taky
you
svoje
sleep.
potřeby, chápeš to, ne?
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
Jo, to víš, že aby si smetanu slízla
Going to,
služebná.
to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Víš tohle
You're
zhasnu.
welcome. Now,
Bude
Henry,
lepší.
I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with
Víš, ty
God's
taky
help,
asi nebudeš
pain
úplná
will
mladice jako
ease
já.
in time.
Teda. Ne, já.
And it can
No se
help to
červenej.
talk about it. If you feel like it.
Jo, jasně, mi se to odráží od toho druhého monitoru. Dobře. Ale jo, povím ti to. Už bych ti o tom
You might
neřekl.
be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened.
Kam
It
jsem
was
zmizel?
terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunesh owed money to father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunesh had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunesh still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Už na to dobře.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
A řekni, jak to bylo.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
To si
I
neviděl.
looked towards the tavern and
Co
saw a group
nestihl?
of humans chasing down my Bianca, murdering her for sport. There was nothing I could do to help her.
You mustn't blame yourself. She's with the Lord now.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path.
Hovno
around
si
the
znal,
castle.
kdyby ti ji neřekli.
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a
No,
good
až na
Christian.
ty tři
And I
týpky
heard a
tam.
scream. It was Teresa.
Aha, to byla Tereza, jasně.
She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to.
Pak jsem chtěl, ty jsi to viděl, že
Even
jsem
though I
tam
had the
jako
sword
nejdřív
made
šel,
to
že jo?
Radzik, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding, those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through.
Vyměňovat historky? Budem si i ukazovat
I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
Vězněn na vlastním hradě, vole. To chceš.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And
Takže to jí pak
even
bylo
then, he
25.
refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom.
To bylo jak
and
dlouho
only
zpátky?
then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband
Že
once
bych se spletl? Že
7
to...
years.
Že jako
And
není
was
moc...
Havel punished for it?
Mladá? 25 je
Never.
nádherný věk, že jo?
And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
A je to tady. Proto
So
si
Divish
přišla.
seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
No a proč jste tady?
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own.
Takhle, já jsem si myslel, že jsi přišla kvůli tomu.
Let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night.
A tak zase není všem nocím konec, že?
Good night, my lady.
Třeba se ještě potkáme. My lady. Teď jsem zase zelenej, ty vole. Jsem dělal velice tu rozsah. Nechám to radši takhle. Nechci být zelený. Ale hovno, vole, takhle to nebylo. Špatně si to pamatuješ. Ne. Neboj se, nevyčítej si nic. Kdybys tam šel, vole, tak jsi taky mrtvej. Tam bylo pokokot. Já vím, že to je asi takhle, ale...
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
A kurva. Kolik je hodin, ty vole? Já jsem spal v 7. S ní jsem prokecal docela dost dlouhou dobu. 2 ráno. Vezmi si pokojně ze stolku. Vytáhneš jí přidržením 1. Jak se ty odjede pryč? Aha, tudy ne, tudy. Přidržením. Schovej ten meč, vole. Chceme mít tamhle. Jako... Aha. Udma.
Prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Jo, na přesilu nehleďte.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
Co mám mít za tebou, veď?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
May the Lord watch over. Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Rubber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep. Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry? It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat. I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened. Messenger? The lad you sent to warn us. He's alive? He made it to you? He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though. Thank God. A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away? Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them. Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg? No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you. Well, what will you do then? We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile. You're right there. Is that boy still with you? I'm here, sir. You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us? I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz. Are you mad? What do you want there? I can't leave my mother and father.
I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street.
To je šlechtí, no, trošku jako.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of
Ale vrátit se
living?
tam je sebevražda.
I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
A je mezi nimi velký věkový rozdíl. A tenkrát to asi bylo úplně normální, že jo? Jo. Psí doba je i teď.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people. Now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Dřív než ráno někdo nepřijde.
Henry, I need to have a word with you.
OK, jsem tu.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Good luck to you.
A cože mám dělat? Vidím nějaký preclíky. Hlídku na hradbách. Co přesně to pro mě znamená? Nic konkrétního? Dobře. Podíváme se, kam to vede. Tohle asi neuvidím. To je ta louč, co mám v ruce, má strašně malý dosvit. Asi málo lumenů. Dívej se, že prohoří to, na čím oni to napouštěli, ty vole, že to drží taky i za deště. Já vidím postel, a asi ale není určená mě. Musím hlídat. To je nějaké závaží, protizávaží. Tady něco chybí. Nacházím se na soukromém pozemku. Pardon, už jdu pryč.
Wandering around like a stray sheep.
Jo.
Must be your first watch, eh?
Přesně, jak jste věděl.
Much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you.
Jo, pán je prosíravý.
Thank you.
Mám čekat. OK, tak co kdybych počkal tady třeba? Aj neprší. Vydáme téčko, jsou 3 ráno. To je moc asi ne, počkáme do těch 6, co? Po 3 hodiny stát tohle takhle u dveří. Tady začínám mít zase hlad. Vůbec nejsem odpočatý. Troubí. A kurva. Něco jsme prosrali.
Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go!
Dolů? Ven? Jo, jak se krásně rozednilo. To by to trvalo dlouho, ta cesta. To prdele.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though.
Zygmunt von
I don't
Luxembourg.
think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
To je ta čupka, vole, co zabil tvýho tátu.
Let the attack at Scarlet and kill my parents.
Don't be an idiot! Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Wenceslaus.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His
Ani
Majesty
diplomat.
took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Ratsik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratsik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir.
Lítě nepadlo slovo.
As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I svině. Otočíme a táhneme. Tak a teď normálně všichni, co stojí tady na těch hradbách, tak si oddychli jako svině. Protože tu ti budou si táhli.
get on with you, Robard.
Ale prosím tě, Bořku, teď si jdu vyměnit prádlo. Pokud ho vůbec nosili už tenkrát. Takže prádlo jako takový se objevilo až díl. Netuším vlastně, kdy to bylo. Si asi budu muset dohledat. Jediný, co vím, takže ženský vlastně nenosili spodňáry. Chlapi ty měli možná nějaký něco. A pod těma sukněma byly prostovlasí. Tak. Musím si dát bacha na Markvarta. Pohřby své blízké ve Skalici. Promluv s panem Bořkem a sežeň si koně. Dobrá. Takže v první řadě asi zjistím, kde je ten můj kůň. Kde je pan Bořek? Nějaký lagnutej.
God be with you.
Tak, pane Bořku. Rovnou.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons,
Raubritery.
brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders.
Dostal
You'll have to
rozkaz, no.
wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Jo, a já tam pak přijdu a oni budou sežraný, nebo rozežraný, nebo
That's war for
schnilý.
you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Gothenburg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Gutenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst.
Protože
That cabal
v jednotě je
helped them
síla, ne?
abduct
To
the
je snad
king.
jasný.
So then why did Sigismund attack Gothenburg?
Why do you think?
Stříbro?
Because it's a fertile place with full granaries that could feed Sigismund's troops?
That's not it. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Gutenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Gutenberg silver is king.
So Gothenburg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Gutenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Gutenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these humans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them.
Zbytečně moc
Only what
dialogů,
the
si
Chamberlain
myslím.
said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money. Take care now.
OK, takže teď si teda najdeme toho koně. Asi nepotřebuji tu louč, ne už. Tady někde by měl být ten kůň, ne? Tohle je zelený. Kůň. Krást. Jo, takže tohle je můj kůň. Kůň paní diviše. Ukrást. No, takže tohle je můj kůň. To všechno mám udělat. Otevři bránu, pacholku. Radíme.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Jo.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it.
Tak ti jednu
Otherwise,
pustím.
forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Townburg soldier turns up, all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something. Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
Usípky.
Good luck to you.
OK. Sípka. Co je to Ačko? Získej farmerskou zbroj. Tak počkej, nejdřív se podíváme. Sníčán. Není to tenhle? To prdele. Tepčík.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Obchodovat.
Trade? If you've got the coin.
I'll be with you.
Bych měl mít u sebe nějaký věci. Potřeba kuneš nebo sekeru. Když to bych si mohl nechat, ne? Nebo více sír. Nevím, jestli potřebuju nějaký... Takhle sejbovit si. To je 23. Mu dáme 2. Košík. Budeme smlouvat?
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
Představuju si za to alespoň 50.
Satisfied?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Ty svině. Ty svině o tolik, jo.
I'll go for that.
Tak. Kolik já mám penízků? Já mám penízků... Že to poznám. Já mám ten meč vlastně. 50 peněz mám. Zbraně louč. Aha. Děláš prdel, tu sekru nemůžu použít. Nic, jdem se podívat teda po těch hadrech.
You've no business here. Clear off, or you'll be sorry. Are you looking for me? Who's there?
Takže zpátky za tím pindourem. Ten mi určitě dá pak víc.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Pak klíč. Za 14. Ale co kdybych chtěl nejdřív prodal tu sekeru? Nepotřebuji. To je takhle levná. Na to, že seru. A klíč si mám teda od tebe. Co jsem udělal? Aha. Aha, Ečkem, ne Xkem. Potřebuji jich třeba víc? Mám navíc? Že to se asi bude hodit častěji, ne? To je zmrt, podívej se, za kolik jí prodává, za 96. To je svině.
Let's talk about the price.
Why not?
Agree?
To neprojde.
That's not enough.
That's a sum I can live with.
Jak jsem na tom s jídlem? Víš, hele, jak umývá. Jo, no, můžu se umýt. Opláchl se u Kádě, jak jen to jde. Takže hezký. Odkulí. Zruším. Podržím E na zámku, následně si tě blízká na zámku, na ní se... Jo, chápu. Aha. Asi úplně nebyl dobrý nápad. Doufám, že nepůjde sem za mnou. Jaký do prdele, ne? On tam je furt, že jo? Já se nechci hejbat, protože budu dělat kravál, vole. Tak dobrý. Čím říkali, že si zavolám toho koně? Jo, aha, on je tam. Počkej, ale já bych se měl asi převlíknout, ne? Někde. Ale kde? Má tady. No a už vypadám jako voják.
I need to get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a word about me to anyone, God be with you.
Yeah.
Mapa. Mapa je taková pěkňoučká. Rovná Amberg. Takže já jsem vyjel tudy. Kudy se tam dostanu do píče? Já tudy jsem přijel. Tak jo, tak já musím teda dolů do té vesnice. Z hradu jsme se dostali. Čeho jsem nechtěl, jsem chtěl ty boží muka vědět, co to je vůbec. místa. Události, postavy, tutoriály. Věci a výbava, bla bla bla. Tak nic. Bych v té vesnici mohl. Je tam budu něco potřebovat? Asi ne. Se takhle potkají právě jako dřív, že jo? Takhle v této době. Má povoz. Mu říká, kolik to má koní? Vidíš, ne jednoho, nebo dva. Záleží na tom. Quest splněn.
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own.
Proč? Já už jsem v té vypálený.
It's like they've already gone.
No, to je ti úplně na hovno, když s tím neumíš. To říkali, ne? Že když si chtěl zachránit tu Terezu, že s tím neumíš šermovat. Uh-oh. Bude se i trošku smrádek, když ještě prší, vole. Tak a co se po mně chce? Nalézt ztracenýho syna. Najdi své rodiče. Jo, počkej, já jsem teprve v té rovný, jo? Aha. Že musím jít dál. Obrat? Moje huby. Ten chleba už je 44, takže už bude. Počkej, ale tam bylo spoustu těch, ne? Ještě.
Jesus.
Jo, já se musím dávat bacha hlavně na tu váhu. Můžete mít někdo nějaký peníze třeba? Mě sere, že musím pro ten escape, ty vole. Bych si ho předělal někam jinam? Ne, huby. Je to jídlo, ne? Tohle taky je jídlo. Já bych vlastně mohl z toho něco sníst. Čepec nesníš, vole. Klíče od truhel, klíče od dveří. Jídlo, mám ještě nějaký jídlo? Tady mám jídlo. Kachničku. 112, to stačí, ne? Přejedl ses? Si děláš prdel. Tak já jsem přežraný, vole. Asi to nech. Si nemůžu vzít jejich hadry třeba, nebo proč nikdo nemá zbraň nějakou? Vás se hodí vždycky. Co ten kůň? Ne. Ty vole, ta ikona dole, ty vole, já jsem, jakože jsem fakt jakože, já jsem přežraný. Jdou sbírat i kytičky. Nějaký týpek.
Who's there?
Tak silný, pomalejší útok zbraní, no to je vlastně jako když jsem jel s tou dřevěnou.
What have we got here? Entertainment, great.
Pičo, jsem mu dal. Jsem ale dobrý. Já nevím, jestli to chci zabíjet. Já zabít z milosti, aha, no tak to bych měl možná, ne? Pojky. Krpce a ovínky. Kalhoty. Toho moc nemáš, vole. No si tohle, to je drahý a tohle. Krávo, co děláš? Tak to bylo hustý. Máš hovno. Chudák holka. A pěkná holka, vole, má. Oni opíchali těma šípama. 58, no moc váhy už nemám, vole. Jo, jste chtěli okrást, pane? Aha, a já ho okrást nemůžu. Co ten kůň? Tak ne, no. A kde mohl pěšky? Jdu dobře vůbec, ty vole. Jo. Ale jo, si ho... A už mi vytrávilo? Moc ne. Vidíš to, i když jsem byl nemotorný, nevytrávený, penízky pojď, nemáš. Tak jdi do prdela. Penízky pojď, máš? Jeden penízky. Máš něco u sebe? Sekera je za 2 zlotý. Můžu vzít asi oboje, ne? Tak a... Jak to je? Já si teďka... Můžu vzít místo toho meče tu sekeru, že? Já mám ještě tsa. To je zbraň. Já nechápu, já to vyměním za to. Levá ruka, pravá ruka. Jo, aha, já do té levý můžu mít jenom tu louč. Jo. Jo, dobře. Dobře, tak jo. A tady máme něco lepšího, než mám já na sobě. Ale rukavice, ty nemám. No, to je asi tak všechno. Takže jdemky. No, vojáci.
Sweet Jesus.
No, to nejsou vojáci. To je uhlí. No, ty jsi to poznal podle toho uhlí, já ne, vole. Já jsem si toho uhlí nevšiml. Tam je nějaký vysec. Mrtvá kobyla. To nevím vlastně jakože... Pak vylezu, ne? Jsem si vybral počasí. Jsem si vybral nečas. Počkej, to je ta brána. Takže rodiče by... Aha. Aha. Úplně jiná brána. Takže já musím nahoru. Říkám to správně? Jo. To je bordel. Kdyby se podíval dřív a šel se po té cestě, nemusel si tady běžet přes nějaký ten. Tohle zase nějaká mrtvá kobyla. Hrozný tady. To, co se děje dneska ve světě. Masakra. Kde samá válka. Umírání. To někdo je?
Hey, answer to my prayers. Just what...
Lidé většinou nechtějí zemřít a mohou se ti tudíž zdát, je pak na tobě, jak s nimi naložíš. Dobře, tak příště to zkusíme. Obuch. To se bude hodit. No, vidíš to, ty tady toho máš. Tak se oblíkneme do tvých hadrů. Tak, zbroji. Takže čepec, ten si necháme, ten standardní, co mám. Třeba vidíš, a už jsem přetížený. Nohavice zaplátované, klo proštívaná. To je lepší než to, co mám já. Nohavice, prošívanice, rukavice, trika, ale vydržíte jenom 11. Co to je? Jo, to je tohle, tady ta. Ne, tak to mám lepší. Vrkoč. Vesta. Žádnou vestu nemám, tak si žádnou vezmu. Tak a tohle se můžeme teda zbavit, pač je to ošklivý. Tohle... Aha, ona je skoro mrtvá. Já jsem z toho takový trošku jakože zmatený. Já nevím, co přesně si můžu nechat. Já jsem furt ještě přežranej, vole. A jídlo vyhazovat nechci, rozumíš? Bavíme se toho čepce. Potřebuji, aby to nebylo červený, jo. To je pracovní. Já mám krpály. Zený. Takže to znamená, že tyhle taky vyhodíme. A vyhodíme i tohle, to seru. To, co mám na sobě, tady to je hezčí. Můžeme jít.
Bailiff. He didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand.
Nějaké důležité zprávy.
You stood by his side and he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon him like me.
O kom jsi to mluvil teď? Vole, to vypadá, kdyby to je nějaký drak, vole. Blanka, Blaničko.
Not you. It wasn't supposed to be you, Bianca. I'll find the bastards that did this to you. I'll find them.
A památek. Památku.
And then I'll come back for you. I won't leave you like this.
Rodiče. Kde jsou ty rodiče, vole? Doufám, že neschořili. Aha. Maminko, tatínku.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything.
Halucinace.
Next time I won't run.
Příště už nebudeš utíkat, vole, příště bude pozdě, vole.
I'll never run away again.
A všechny mrtví, vole. To zase nevyřešil.
Who did this to you? I remember his face. I'll find him.
Taky si pamatuju jeho tvář. Začal tady s knírem. Ne Trautenberg. Jak se jmenuje? Mark.
Take care of you.
Mark z... Odkud z Udic? Nebo... Něco takového řekl.
Remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother? Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Okolo Mirova, na zahradě. Pes, slyšel jsem psa. Žen lopatu. Ohřeniště hořelo hodinu. to je? No tady někde slyším.
Get away, you mutt!
Ty máš pro mě lopatu.
Get away, you beast!
What's going on? It's Mishak. What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here? What are you doing?
Šel jsem pochovat svoje rodiče.
I asked what you're doing here. How about you give me an answer?
If I want to confess, I'll go to the priest. Go away and leave me in peace.
I've interrupted you robbing the dead. Is that why you're so ill-tempered? You bastard.
No tak jako co
You've
se
got a
budeme.
shred of honor.
And what of it? The butcher has no more need of coin. And now that I think of it, your sword would do me quite nicely as well. Will you hand it over without a fuss, or do you want to end up like the butcher here?
The only way you'll touch this sword is when I shove it in your guts.
So that's the way of it? Not without a sword, huh? Well, this isn't the end, fucker!
Běž.
I've got business to take care of here first. God, how I wish to be gone from this place. But first, I must bury my parents.
Dobře. Je to lopata.
Easy there, boy. You know me. Your good master won't be needing this anymore.
To jsou mít pěkné věci. Můžu dát ohřechový? Nemůžu. Tady je. Tak a jdeme. Sežen lopatu mám. Vykopej ho pod lípou a pohřbi své rodiče. Své tam není, ale tak jako chápeš, ne? Jo, já jsem přetížený. OK. A nemůžu něco vyhodit? Nebo sežrat? Nesežrat nemůžu nic. Opět prošívaný. Když si to vezmu na sebe? Ne, tak tím to určitě nesnížím. Košili, když zahodím, tam má jeden. Co třeba zbavit 5. Jo, ona ta lopata je těžká. Konešova sekera, límec. A to seru. Já to seru. Ostatní, co mám v ostatních? Peníze, nedám, pak klíč nedám. Konešova sekera 5. Ale teď já si ji tady můžu zahodit. Tady někde zůstane ležet, ne? No, a pak si ji můžu kdykoliv vzít, vole. Tady u maminky a u tatínka. Ale můžu co? Můžu běžet. Pod lípou. Jdeme tedy pod lípou. Ano, naše sekera. A vidíš, a naší sekeru si vzít nemůžu. Konečně se vám bude líbit. Tady. Pořeš. To vypadá, že mám psa. Dej mu salám, Jindro. Uděláš si u něj očko. Tak, skvěle.
Damn it all.
To pak jsou těžký, nebo? Tam je někde nějaký povoz určitě. Co vymyslíme? Jo?
How am I gonna do this? Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyšek tě napráskal.
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye! Cut the bastard down! As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth. Ah!
Finish the little bastard off, right?
Ty pičo. Jednu ránu, vole, a já jsem šel k zemi. Která je to palice jak hovado, že?
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it.
Šéfovi.
It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood.
Už byl.
I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers!
Zomrdi. Tereza.
The games are over.
Bože. Ty je. Hlava, nehlava, nohy, nenohy. Vejce, nevejce. Přišel si umyť Rocka kobily. To chceš. Dobře, takže tohle byl jenom prequel. Takovej. Ač teď teprve začíná jakože hra. My tak sere, teď ten dubbing mohl být úplně perfektně udělaný už rovnou. Jakože od začátku té hry. Nehledě na to, že zrovna my máme úplně skvělý dabéry. Tvrdí to i všude ve světě, že náš dubbing, nevím teda jestli u všeho, ale tvrdí se, že naše dubbingy jsou jedny z těch lepších. Teda osobně preferuju filmy bez dubbingu, v původním znění. Slovenština a tak, jako víš. Samozřejmě s titulkama. Ale u některých filmů i ten dubbing tomu dodá takový ty filmy, kdy chceš třeba vypnout jenom. A nechceš u toho nějak jako moc přemýšlet. Čas od času takový film každý zkoukne. Tak. A vítejte v Ratajích.
Rossz helyen vagy, rossz időben.
Oh. Proč mi sekáš, vole? Aha, já mám meč. Ne. Na tebe asi nemám píchat, viď? Neutíkej. Já si jenom...
Do you need some help?
Aha, já jsem si teď říkal, jestli jsem tam neměl zůstat.
gun.
Blesk po palici.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up.
Nečumí na ty
It's a
kozy.
new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I?
No to čekej, vole, teď je celá vypálená, vole.
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
O pár problouzněných nocí později.
You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
Oh.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
Mm-hmm.
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't.
Je pravda, že naděje.
But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Nemusí vždycky být. Nemusí.
How did you manage
Jsi
to
viděl,
save
ne?
me?
Byl tam pan Bořek.
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamberg hadn't arrived. They were
Odlákat,
searching for you in Skalitz.
aby si byla znova znásilněná.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Protože mám
So David
charisma.
promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea.
Ty vole. Pamatuješ si, jak on vlastně hned na začátku říkal ten jeho táta mámě, jak on tam říkal, že prohýřel noc a to, tak on řekl, to je ta jeho urozená krev. Nebo modrá, nebo něco takového. Něco v tom smyslu řekl. My to úplně nechápal jsem, ale nejspíš jeho otec nebyl jeho otcem. Tedy byl jím pan Racek. Což je teda jenom fakt hypotéza. On se i na něj tak jako koukal, jakože má to něco společného s tou Prahou a všechno tohle. Určitě. Dovolí, že jsem na to nepřišel předtím. Nebo ne, nepřišel, ale mě to nenapadlo předtím.
In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak.
Vodu. Pivo dones. Nebo džbánek vína.
Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Ratay Mill. My uncle's miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
Rodina
I've been lying
Mládských.
here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see...
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
No týdny jako takhle proložit, to je docela slušný.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak.
No, tak to jsem
There's
chtěl
food on the
slyšet.
table for you.
Protože předpokládám, že už přežraný nejsem. Na stole. To je stůl? To je? Já nic nemám. No, úplně prázdný inventář, to je... Terezo, ukáž, máš to dobrý? No jo, šikovná cérenka. Je nahoře. Postel. Nejspíš pána domů. Pičo. Úplně ve mě hrklo, jak jsem spadnul. Koza. Tady je pomlinář. Turnaj, který pořádá pan Hůř na Traském Horním hradě, se koná pravidelně, bla 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 bla. Nechci turnaj, to je DLCčková verze.
Hey,
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being a death's
sorry, já jsem si to úplně jenom
while you were
vybral,
lying
no.
here, you worked up quite a
Neměl
bill
jsem se tam
with the
vracet.
bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds
Jako
straightforward
moje
enough.
první krádež
Except for
byl
not
chleba
get
a hned jsem šel
Why would
sedět.
anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't
Pustili
worry.
mě, ale...
It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I'm prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
No hele,
I think I've already heard more
už
than
se o
I
tom
need to
bavíme
know.
dost dlouho na
You
to,
got the
abych do
tongue
toho
of the
nešel.
devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could
Sodomy
justify
s
sodomy
oslem.
with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy.
Zrovna s oslem.
There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up
Což mi dal?
corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. Good luck to you.
Zase lopatu. Abych to možná teďka ale už ukončil.
Have you eaten yet?
Ano, děkuju, bylo to moc dobré.
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Asi nechceš mluvit, viď? No, aha. Zajímalo by mě...
How are the Skalitz folk getting on?
They're alive. That's the main thing. They have shelter, but they're just scraping by. Rattay's citizens aren't happy the town is...
Jak se ti líbí tady?
How do you like it in Rattay?
It's a big town with good strong walls, so I suppose we're safe here. And they took us in our hour of need, but for how much longer? They'll grow tired of us soon enough.
Do you know anything about those Cuman rapists? About, you know.
They came to Hungary from God knows where, and now they... Well, folk tell awful stories about them. I hope I never see them again.
That's all. Have you got a moment? I'd like to ask a few questions about Skalitz. I don't remember much.
All right. What do you want to know?
Asi jí nebudu říkat, že vím, že tam byla. Tohle už vím.
Why would Zbyszek do that? I never thought much of him, but banditry?
He was always a nasty piece of work. Doesn't surprise me he joined them.
No co pak ti udělal?
What he did to me.
Povídej.
Tell me.
When those Cumans, they call them, when the Cumans came, Zbyszek pushed me out in front of them and fled. He sacrificed me to save his own hide.
To je kunda.
Bastard. How did you get away from those Cumans?
I thought I was finished, but I grabbed a dagger from one of them and... Wait, how do you know what happened to me?
I don't. That's why I asked how you fled from Skalitz.
No. You said with those Cumans.
Ne?
Did you see what happened? Were you there?
I fled from the castle. I saw what was happening to you, but
to jsem nechtěl přesně tohle.
I didn't know what to do. I knew I couldn't fight them all. I'm so sorry.
I understand. You made the sensible choice.
No, but I wanted to...
You don't need to say any more. Besides, I managed well enough on my own. I cut their throats.
I'm sorry.
Odřezala, ale jenom protože byli zaneprázdnění nějakou určitou jinou.
What about the bandits?
Sir Robard and his men routed them.
Tebou.
They killed the few, but the giant who attacked you fled, and Zibishek with him. It won't be safe in Skalitz for a while yet.
Jo, taky se tam nějakou dobu asi neplánuju vrátit.
Where's the sword I had?
Meč s tím se rozloučil.
It's gone now. Those scum took everything, including your horse.
I don't give a damn about the horse. I stole it anyway. But my father forged that sword for Sir Radzig. I promised father I'd take it to him. I have to get it back.
Well, you can't. Just be thankful you're still alive.
Je fakt, že si ho asi poznáš, ale...
What about Sir
Ještě
Radzig?
tady dokecáme ten zbytek těch
Sir
věd.
Hanush, he's the Lord of Ratay. He gave his lower castle to Sir Radzig, a place called Perkstein. Sir Hanush lives at the upper castle. The Skalitz folk have made camp in front of it.
What happened to the other survivors from Skalitz?
They sought refuge in Ratay, and some of the Ratay folk are none too happy about it.
Ty otázky jsou takový zvláštní, ty vole.
Did they make it?
They're alive. I heard Matthias is at the stud farm in Merhojed. Johonka is in Sasau, and Fritz and Matthew, well, you know them. They're up to no good somewhere. The only trouble they'll be in is of their own making.
Dobře, tak ještě se zeptám znova na tohle, no.
It wasn't easy. Sir Robard and his men helped load you on a wagon, and we harnessed an old nag the bandits had left behind. The soldiers escorted us all the way here. God bless them.
Tak, dost o Skalici.
Let's leave it be.
What are you up to? How would you like to, I don't know, come for a walk?
A walk? I'd like that very much, but I can't right now, Hal.
Ty už jsi tady docela dlouho, ne? Oproti mně.
That's what you want.
It's not you, Hal. It's just this isn't a good time.
Jo, jasný. Pohodě. Já jsem to pochopil. Nemusíš se snažit. Nebo já se nemusím snažit. Takže dáme uložit. Asi stačí hodinka, ne? Určitě stačí hodinka. Takhle. A já jsem řekl hodinku, dal jsem 2, já jsem... Ale podle... Normální kokotí hlava. Neuděláš nic. Tak jo. A zítra pokračovačka. Další krásné pobíhání po naší krásné vlasti. Takže dobrou noc.